starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Dan Hagan. The Menaqua Chamber awarded $20,000 to local organizations, all with the purpose to promote tourism and development. Our own Kyle Pozorski spoke with the Chamber Director about how the grants will impact the Northwoods. Kyle?
Yeah, Dan, this year the Chamber awarded that money to the Cross Country Cruisers, Lakeland Area Mountain Bike Organization, Menaqua Forest Riders, and the Menaqua Winter Park. The Chamber Director said all of these organizations showed they're ready to move the Lakeland area forward.
When we started this whole process, we were really looking to give back to the community in a different way.
Westfall says instead of spending money on chamber projects, they can send funding to area groups directly.
This $20,000 is carved out of the room tax funding that we would usually spend.
Room tax funding comes from vacationers who stay in hotels, motels, or Airbnbs.
So instead of us taking $20,000 and spending it on, say, print advertising in Milwaukee, we use that money and we give it back to the nonprofit groups in the area that are looking to do fun initiatives that are going to attract people to come here or stay longer.
All four organizations are looking to expand opportunities for outdoor recreation. Here in the studio, Kyle Pozorski, Newswatch 12.
Thank you, Kyle. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joins us now. Jeff, a beautiful day out there in the Northwoods.
Yeah, the cold front has come through. The wind has shifted out of the west and cooler, drier Canadian air is on the way after high temperatures back in the 80s today. Tomorrow, not so much. It also was windy, as you know. Wind gusts near 53 miles per hour in Rhinelander. Wausau saw gusts near 40. This will die down tonight and turn out of the northwest tomorrow as that cooler air comes in. All right, temperature-wise, we hit 80 earlier, but now we're beginning to cool off. Still 80s over here, but the front is right through there, moving that way. So this is our environment for tonight. We're going to have a nice cool evening with temperatures back in the 40s, as we'll get some more cloud cover in there as well. A break in the clouds across our region currently, but there is more back over here. No sprinkles or rain tonight, but some more cloud cover is on the way. Our forecast then tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies or increasing clouds again, with lows down near 47. Your full forecast is coming up. Dan.
The Wisconsin Beef Council presented Feeding Wisconsin with a $4,500 donation to purchase beef in families in need. The donation comes from proceeds of the second annual Burgers and Buns Fun Run down in Manitowoc earlier this month, where nearly 150 participants competed. Together, Feeding Wisconsin's network provided 86 million pounds of food to Wisconsinites in 2021. The $4,500 donation will be distributed to regional food banks that purchase Wisconsin-grown and produced beef. Hillary Clinton's campaign lawyer, Michael Sussman, was found not guilty of lying to the FBI about his role in the Trump-Russia probe. Prosecutors had accused Sussman of lying during a 2016 meeting with the FBI, a meeting where Sussman passed a tip about a possible cyber link between former President Donald Trump and Russia. Sussman says he came forward with the tip in good faith and never hid his well-known political ties. Sussman's tip led to a 4-month FBI inquiry of Trump and Russia, during which the agency found no improper cyber links between the two. After the verdict today, Sussman said he is relieved that justice ultimately prevailed. A new study suggests the way older people walk could be a sign of their cognitive abilities. Researchers followed nearly 17,000 older adults for 7 years, including a group of Americans over the age of 65 and a group of Australians over 70. They found patients who walk about 5% slower or more each year, while also showing signs of slower mental processing, were most likely to develop dementia. There are things people can do to reverse the brain shrinkage that comes along with typical aging. Studies have found aerobic exercise increases the size of the hippocampus in the brain, increasing some aspects of memory. O-negative blood donors are desperately needed right now. The Community Blood Center needs to stabilize its O-negative blood inventory. O-negative donors are universal blood donors, meaning that their donation can meet the need of a patient of any blood type. Currently, their supply is dangerously low. Type O negative blood is often used in emergency situations when the patient's blood type is unknown. The challenge is that only 9% of the population has O negative blood. Healthy and eligible community members are urged to schedule a blood donation by going to communityblood.org. Wisconsin is known for its breweries, and you can add another one to the list now. A new brewery opened in St. Germain earlier this month. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson has more.
In 2020, Rich Reinke had an idea.
I was brewing for another brewing company, and the concept came to mind to actually open a brewery tap room.
He found a property that formerly held the Golden Pines Supper Club. With the help of an angel investor, he was able to secure the property.
So the concept started to get the ball rolling on getting a brewery going.
After some planning, Reinke opened the doors of the St. Germain Brewing Company in May 2022. And so far, business has been great.
The business has been phenomenal. We've been just packed wall to wall basically every day that we've been open.
The brewery is dealing with a lot of the same problems that other small businesses are facing, mainly supply chain issues and staffing shortages.
They've been really understanding that, we are short-staffed, and that, maybe it's going to take a little longer to get that drink, maybe it's going to take a little longer to get that appetizer food order out to a table or to the bar, but everyone's been really, really supportive in that.
He never thought this would be where he opened his brewery, but he believes it was meant to be.
We found our way to this building and this property, I think, because it was just sort of supposed to be that way.
What started as an idea in 2020 is now an entire brewing company. Reinke hopes to expand to outdoor seating and open the dining room in the near future. Reporting for Newswatch 12 in St. Germain, I'm Morgan Johnson.
While mosquitoes might be the most annoying bugs, the most dangerous might be ticks. Coming up after the break, we'll hear why it's always important to check for ticks. That's After Weather with Jeff right here on Newswatch 12.
Summer's here, and it's time to refresh your space, indoor or out. Get an incredible 25% off Slumberland low prices during our huge memorial sale at Slumberland. Explore our comfortable living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, patio, and more. Pay no interest for 5 years and get free doorstep shipping. Are you sleeping in pain but dread mattress shopping? Come to Slumberland, where each bed is rated for back support and softness. It takes all the guesswork out of finding your perfect bed.
And I walked right into US Cellular and I said I want to choose any phone in here for free.
What'd he say?
He said, sure. Really nice guy. I had my pick of any phone from any brand, free, even the newest ones.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got the big screen?
Yeah.
Big storage?
Yeah.
Fits in your pocket?
Fits in my pocket. It's a big phone, and that's what I wanted, and I got what I wanted.
At US Cellular, we put you first. So choose any phone free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Oh, love that Chevy Blazer. That's our next SUV. Love that Equinox. That's our next SUV.
Nice Trailblazer.
It was love at first sight. What?
The Chevy family of SUVs. Find new options. Find new roads.
It's Chevy Sport Utility Spring. Well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing or get a $1,000 cash allowance on all 2022 Equinox models. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Fur, you won't faze me. Unlike Zyrtec, Allegra won't make me drowsy.
And Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin.
So when allergies attack,
take Allegra before your symptoms take over you. And for congestion relief, find Allegra D at your pharmacy.
Looking for a grill or smoker? Powerhouse Lawn and Leisure has the best selection around. Charcoal, pellet, wood-fired, and gas, we've got them all. Plus 115 sauces and rubs to choose from. You'll find something you love. Powerhouse Lawn and Leisure in Merrill.
Well, we kicked up the wind today, and a couple wind gusts reached 50 or so miles per hour, causing a couple issues across the region with power problems. Around 3,000 folks without power right now. With wind gusts near 53 miles per hour in Rhinelander, Menaqua saw a gust near 40, same thing with Antigo. So overall, a very windy day and a warm day, a humid morning, but now cooler, drier Canadian air is on the way, and the wind will begin to die down tonight into tomorrow morning. In fact, tomorrow we'll have wind gusts around probably 15 to 20 miles per hour, a far cry from 50 miles per hour we saw earlier today. All right, so temperatures right now, this is where the big change is, right? So it's still 80 in Leona, 83 for Iron Mountain, but there's a front right through there. The wind is shifting out of the northwest, and those are 60s over there. So 60s here, mid-80s there. You know something's in the neighborhood, right? That's a cold front moving that way. So all of us will get that cooler, drier air moving in tonight. As the cooler air typically wins, it's heavier and it's denser, right? And that's going to bring in those cooler temperatures for us the rest of the week, and much less humid air. You know, dew points in the 60s we had yesterday and today, this morning, are now pushed over into parts of eastern Wisconsin. That's humid, muggy air. 50s and 40s is not. So dry air moving in. You're going to feel that difference tonight. Open up your windows. You're going to like it out there this evening with temperatures in the 40s and the 50s. But looking forward, though, 65 is all we're going to do tomorrow. Last night's low was near 65. 69 for us on Thursday, Friday 63, and overall hanging out near 70 or below. The average high being about 72. We're not going to do that for a little while now as cooler air has kind of moved in to the area tonight. But the dogs are going to like the cooler temperatures and less humidity. But for us, if you like summer 80s, they're not going to come back early anytime soon, as we have kind of below average temperatures on the way for this week and most likely into next week as well. Today, though, some clouds early, but you can kind of feel the mugginess in the air, right? Humid, temperatures in the 80s, lots of sunshine and windy out there today. But here come a couple clouds, and there's more clouds where those came from. We saw a break in the action cloud cover-wise today for a while. The severe weather threat shifted to our east early this morning. For us, though, we could see some more cloud cover tonight. There is still a bit of activity over here. No rain this evening or storms at all, but we'll likely put a band of clouds to our region this evening. That will keep things kind of quiet around our area tonight. So our forecast then tomorrow, we're talking about 60s now, mid 60s across the north. Probably the same story across the south, and overall a much cooler, drier day tomorrow and less breezier than today. Our forecast then tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies, still windy, low temperatures down near 47, refreshing degrees out there tonight with that northwest breeze. For tomorrow, it's Wednesday already, lots of sunshine tomorrow, still a bit breezy with highs near 65, and then northwest breeze, it could gust near 15 to 20 through the afternoon. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows a couple little sprinkles around Thursday. Not a big deal. Don't cancel your plans. Friday, nice and quiet, 63. There's the weekend. Not looking great right now with temperatures in the 60s with some rain showers on Saturday and Sunday. Dan?
Wisconsin's private universities had their enrollment drop by almost 10%. That's a lot higher than enrollment losses of the state's UW universities. Private nonprofit universities like Marquette and St. Norbert saw the most significant spring enrollment declines, 9.8% compared to the spring of last year. That represents 10,000 fewer students at Wisconsin's private colleges. Nationwide, 685,000 fewer college students enrolled this spring than last spring. That's a decline of 4.1%, according to the National Student Clearinghouse Research Center. Climate change is threatening walleye across Wisconsin as rising temperatures warm lakes. And experts say it may be time for state and tribal managers to rethink strategies to fix it. The species rank as state anglers' favorite catch, and walleye are culturally significant to Ojibwe tribes in Wisconsin. Wisconsin stocks hundreds of thousands of walleye fingerlings and more than 10 million fry each year. But a report published in the Journal of Fisheries Management and Ecology finds strategies will likely require adaptation to changing conditions. Warmer water temperatures will cause a decline in walleye populations. Current strategies to resist the effects of climate change include reduced bag limits, large-scale rehabilitation efforts, and stocking. In the past 50 years, 2.3 billion walleye have been stocked across Wisconsin. The Wisconsin DNR is currently accepting public comment on an updated draft of its walleye management plan, but that ends tonight. Warmer weather marks the start of summer. It also means the start of tick season. Northern Wisconsin is considered a Lyme endemic region. This means a higher percentage of deer ticks carry Lyme disease. The Aspirus Tick-Borne Illness Center of Excellence advises extra caution this year. Ashley Johnson of the center says it is important to catch the ticks sooner rather than later.
You really want to catch it early, otherwise it can potentially lead to long-term issues and sometimes lifetime issues.
If you suspect that you have been bitten, there are some signs to look for, including a red circle forming around the bite location, joint pain, headaches, fatigue, neck stiffness, tingling, and numbness. If you have any of these symptoms, it is important to contact your provider or the Tick-Borne Illness Center.
The treatment for Lyme is a course of antibiotics. Here at the Aspirus Tick-Borne Illness Center, we do a more aggressive course of antibiotics.
To avoid getting bit in the first place, there are preventative measures you can take. This includes using bug spray, layering up and tucking pants into your socks. By taking proper steps this summer, tick-borne illnesses shouldn't slow you down. We all have around 20,000 genes in our bodies. We've heard of a mutation of some genes that put women at higher risk for breast and ovarian cancers, but there's another far more reaching one, and a Connecticut woman is hoping to raise awareness. Barbara Morse has more on a gene most people have never heard of.
The breast cancer that really flagged everything.
Elizabeth Johnston was just 37 years old when she got that breast cancer diagnosis 6 years ago. A full body scan revealed she also had lung cancer.
After the PET scan had showed the lung cancer and they biopsied it and determined it was two different cancers versus one cancer that had spread, they added Li-Fraumeni.
Li-Fraumeni syndrome, or LFS, is hereditary, caused by a gene mutation.
So people with Li-Fraumeni syndrome tend to develop cancer at unusually young ages.
Catherine Schneider is a senior genetic counselor at Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, where Elizabeth was tested. She says those with this mutation are at higher risk for multiple different types of cancer, which means they have to have regular screenings. In Elizabeth's case, that has included full-body scans and regular colonoscopies.
My 2-year colonoscopy found that I had colorectal cancer.
It was stage 1 and very treatable.
Because the prevalence of childhood cancers is so great with LFS, my husband and I were, really unified in wanting to just be as informed as we possibly could.
So they had their 2 kids tested. They are fine, but Elizabeth remains on alert.
And the hope is that being in a vigilant screening program is that it is caught early.
The more we know, the more we test, the more we find things, the earlier we find them. And when you find cancers early, you have more options and what can be manageable.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Quicksilver Sports and Entertainment brings live pro boxing to Ho Chunk Gaming Wittenberg. General admission tickets are just $25. Go ringside for just $45. Meet the fighters at weigh-ins on June 24th. Then, on Saturday, June 25th, 8 bouts of non-stop action. And don't miss a special appearance by 4-time world champion Virgil Quicksilver Hill. This ain't pay-per-view. It's live pro boxing, Saturday, June 25th, only at Ho Chunk Gaming Wittenberg.
The great experiences you have in here and even out here all started here. Because the best customer experience always leaves a great impression. GMC, awarded #1 in sales satisfaction by J.D. Power. Step up to GMC with 0% financing on these GMC models. Visit your North Central Wisconsin GMC dealer.
Entresto is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists and has helped over 1 million people. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
Emergency crews were called to the scene of an unusual rescue in Oklahoma City earlier today. Around 7 a.m. this morning, crews arrived to the edge of a pasture on the northeast side of the city. Upon arrival, they discovered a horse had fallen into a trench full of water. Police and fire crews rushed to pump the water out of the trench and get the horse to safety. They were forced to bring in heavy equipment to move a lot of the dirt from the trench as firefighters worked to keep the horse calm. After almost an hour, crews were able to lift the horse out of the muddy mess. Paul Bunyan's in Menaqua is more than just a restaurant. It's been a landmark in the area since 1961. But for a third straight summer, Paul Bunyan's will be closed. That's according to the other Paul Bunyan's location down in Wisconsin Dells. The Dells Paul Bunyan was getting so many calls about the Menaqua location that they posted on Facebook that the original Menaqua location will not be open this summer. They did not provide a reason why. The two Paul Bunyans are operated separately. The Dells location is open for the summer season and serving up the famous lumberjack breakfast. International students are returning to Wisconsin Dells in full force. More than just to study, they're here to work, and employers are thanking them for it. NBC 15's Michelle Bake joins us now.
At the Tommy Bartlett Exploratory.
Keep going, keep going.
Joshua Ranger helps visitors take off.
Halfway there.
On their summertime adventure. To get here, Joshua had to do some taking off of his own.
I am from Jamaica. I wanted to come to the U.S. and work to help financially for school.
To support his civil engineering degree, Joshua became one of about 4,000 J-1 visa holders in the Dells for the season.
It's wonderful to be at full employment.
That number is according to Tom Deal, Joshua's boss and co-owner of Tommy Bartlett Incorporated. Over the years, he's held various roles for statewide tourism, and through the pandemic, he's seen a labor shortage affect the Dells.
Luckily, we're getting out of it. If we can't provide the quality of service to our customers, then we suffer as an area.
Now, he says J-1 students have brought their quality service back, as even for them, coronavirus had cut back their numbers.
Now that it's 2022, the embassies are all open and we can attract the kids that want to come.
Are you going to pedal backwards?
Joshua will be here until Labor Day, and in the meantime, he'll be busy.
Everywhere you go, you'll probably find a J-1 student here. We're helping out a lot, to be honest.
He's even got a second job to get to.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
I don't think it's here for the burger.
This summer, prime rib is the star. Bite into the new Primal Angus Stick Burger at Hardee's. See Jurassic World Dominion in theaters June 10th.
Summer is about having fun, not worrying about your old, outdated dock. Portadoc's corrosion-resistant roll-in or post-dock aluminum dock systems offer durability and longevity, as well as functionality with multiple configurations and decking options. Virtually maintenance-free Portadoc systems will keep you in or on the water all summer long. Visit your local Portadoc dealer and welcome to where the land ends and the summer fun begins. Dvorak's Docks, Highway 45 in Elko. Tomahawk Sports Center, North 4th Street in Tomahawk.
If you're ready to sell or thinking of buying, Northwoods Realtors are ready to help. Local realtor professionals are knowledgeable on our unique market, and the multiple listing service maximizes exposure for the benefit of sellers and buyers alike. Visit upnorthmls.com today to view properties for sale or to find a realtor who can help you sell or buy in the beautiful Northwoods.
You won't faze me. Unlike Zyrtec, Allegra won't make me drowsy.
And Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin.
So when allergies attack,
take Allegra before your symptoms take over you. And for congestion relief, find Allegra D at your pharmacy.
Roof warranties are all about trust. Your trust in GAF, a time-tested company, and our trust in our Master Elite contractors. They're trained, licensed, insured, and only they can offer our best warranties.
Call Oneida Roofing today.
Birchfield Nurseries of Rhinelander has been servicing northern Wisconsin since 1950. Birchfield Nurseries grows all of their own plants, and you will always find healthy, hardy, and well-maintained plants. Let their experienced staff answer any of your landscaping questions. They also handle shredded bark mulch, compost, and topsoil. For all your lawn care needs, they carry sod, premium gas seed, and lawn fertilizer. Consider one of the professional landscape crews to do the work for you. If you want experience with quality, call Birchfield Nurseries.
Traffic is horrible.
Great. Time for another one of these.
Bite into the new Primal Burrito or Biscuit with prime rib at Hardee's. See Jurassic World Dominion in theaters June 10th.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Stone Innovations, Rhinelander, and Plover.
A lovely day out there, Jeff, and I have to say mushrooms are starting to bloom as well.
Yeah, we did a story on that today as well, or yesterday.
Yep.
You know, it was a warm day today, warm and humid, right? Mushrooms love that, but that's changing because a cold front's coming through right now, and the 80s we saw out there earlier today are leaving us very quickly. We're gonna have highs basically back in the 60s tomorrow, but we have a winner for our water contest. Here it is, our Summer in the Fun water contest through Pirates Hideaway. Bruce Vanzo, there he is on the left with his son, enjoying, this came in about 2 weeks ago, so enjoying the first kind of boat trip out in the water. And it was a busy weekend, of course, for boating across Northwoods. The lines to get back into Illinois were crazy yesterday. Coming up here, of course, on Friday was the same story. So overall, lots of tourists have left us for a couple days. They're back again this weekend. This weekend coming up is not going to be as nice as the one we just had because the temperatures out there now are leaving, right? So it's still 78 in Rhinelander, 80 in Leona, 86 in Green Bay, but there's a front between Rhinelander and Green Bay. It's ushering in those cooler temperatures and the 60s right now in Superior. That's the air moving our way. All right, we've had lots of clear skies today, a little break in the action, right? But off to our west, there's some cloud cover there. It's going to be a fantastic sunset tonight. Get out there if you can. It's going to be gorgeous. With the clouds off to the west and the sun kind of beaming through those. No rain with these, but still some cumulus clouds out there for a couple hours tonight. And then tomorrow, some partly cloudy skies early, followed by lots of clear skies. And then cooler tomorrow. In fact, look at this. A big change, a little bit of sticker shock here, right? 65 for a high tomorrow. We had lows above 65 last night. Maybe a couple sprinkles on Thursday, not a big deal. Don't cancel your plans. And there's the weekend. Looking like we got some showers in the area with temperatures back in the 60s.
Well, I don't mind 60s. I don't know about you, but
I can use a little warmer in here in June.
Okay.
You know?
Well, we'll have an update on weather for you tonight at 6. We'll see you then.